Hello, everyone. Hello, my beautiful queens. How are we doing? So, it's a continuation of everything about wigs. This is the third day of the challenge, everything about wigs. I started on Monday. We had a topic on Monday, and that topic was what a wig is. You can check the live video for that. I explained everything about wigs and what kind of wigs to get if you want to get any at all. And then yesterday, which was Tuesday, I explained how to get your wig measurements, which is very, very important. And today we want to do a transfer of the measurement we got yesterday to the wig cap. So you are welcome once again. I still remind myself, Fruity Hair and Wigs. And if you are just joining, you are welcome. I want to say a very big thank you for coming around, and for my returning subscribers, excuse me. And for my returning subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you for always supporting. Thank you so much. So, without wasting much time, I want us to dive into it. It's actually late right now. This should be after 10. It's something I would have done in the morning. That is today, Wednesday morning. But I couldn't do it. I also explained yesterday that I won't be able to do it in the morning, but it will be in the evening. But towards in the evening, I could not do it. So that's why I said, okay, let me do it this night. So if you are just joining us, please say a hi for me to know you are there. Double tap your screen for hello. Never Dies. How you doing? And Martins, you are all welcome. Hello. Julies, you are welcome. I'm so glad having you around. You're welcome. We just started we just started this live for today's topic. So double tap your screen to give a like. Okay, I actually started this challenge season Monday. I'm answering the question of Martins that asks, what am I doing? I actually started this challenge on Monday, everything about wigs. And the Monday topic was, what is a wig? Then yesterday was how to get your measurements when it comes to wig making. So today is how to transfer your measurements into the wig cap. So this is the wig cap I'm doing, and then let me just give you just a brief overview of everything. This challenge will be from Monday, which I started, to Friday. Is a 5 days challenge, and each day has its own topic. I have Christine. Hello, you're welcome. It's nice having you around. Thank you for coming around. Can drop a hi for me to know where you are watching from. It's actually late right now. It's after 10 p.m. So you can also include where you are watching from and the time there. So without wasting much time, we'll go straight to today's business. Please don't mind my canvas block. I actually sellotape it some time ago, so for the purpose of this video I had to remove the sellotape. That's why it's looking this way. So when it comes to wig measurements, which is very, very important, I explained that yesterday. You can check the video of yesterday I explained it, how you can take your measurement, what to take, why it's important to have your head measurement if you want to do glueless units, because not everybody is going for glueless units. So it's important for you to know your head measurements. Don't just assume and say, okay, this is my measurement, because each and every one of us, we have different head size. So what I'll use to customize a wig for Lady A is totally different from the measurement I'll use for Lady B. We have three head size. We have the small, the medium, and the large. So definitely each and every one of us are into either of this category. But for you to know which size you belong to, you have to know your head measurements. So I did the head measurement for myself yesterday, and is that measurement I'm going to use. I took the circumference, which is the head round, to take how to take it round. It was 22 yesterday. Then from front to the nape of your neck, which is from the beginning of your hairline here at the front to the back where your hairline stops. That is the nape of your neck. Then you take it down. I got 13.5. Then from ear to ear across the forehead, that is from ear, above your ear here, should be above, to where you have the beginning of your hairline to above your ear. Not on, your tape should not be on your ear or behind. No, I explained all of that yesterday. Please send in the likes. I really appreciate it. Then for the fourth measurement, I made mention of temple to temple. And that temple to temple is from this point, where you have your side bone, your temple here, to this part of the temple. So you just move with your measurement straight, and how to place it is very, very important. In that part, I got 14. Then for my nape of the neck, which is the back here, I did that and I got 5. So as the measurement we are going to use we'll transfer that measurement to the cap. Let's see how it is. So when it comes to the canvas block or canvas head, depending on what you know it as, we have 3 different sizes. For you to know the size that you use, because we have size 20, 22, and 23. So for you to know the size you will use, your circumference, which is round your head, will determine which size of the block you use. So this particular one is size 22. This is size 22. So this is what I'm using, because the measurement I'm using, my circumference is size 22, which is a medium size. And though I've marked, I don't know if you can see it, I've marked this side where I'll start. This is it, good. I've marked these spots where I'll start to, that will be the starting point of my mesh cap. That will be the starting point. But for those who don't know how to get the starting points, let me demonstrate that for you, so that you know where your starting point is, because it's very, very important. Without you knowing the starting point, then definitely you have difficulties. So it will be from here to here. It will be 9. Can you see that? 9. So this is how to know where your starting point will be at this point. So I'll place my dome cap. Though before that, we have 3 lines on the canvas head. Let me show you. We have the middle line, which is this. I don't know if you can see it. We have each line, we have lines at each sides and the middle line. So these lines serve as a guard. And your mesh cap, this part is always the front. This part is always the front, though that's what I love using as the front. Then the V part is always the back. But when I was getting this mesh cap, I did not notice that aspect. So what I did was to get my middle line, because it's very important when I want to place it on my canvas head for me to know my middle line and the midpoint. So I did the midpoint here for the front, and it will be at this spot. That is the middle line. Let me place my cap. You can see is at the middle points. So start to transfer the measurements that we got yesterday. Though the hair that I want to customize, the unit I want to customize is a closure unit. Is a closure unit. So there are some parts I might omit. That is some of the measurements I'll omit, since I'm not doing a frontal unit. It's a closure unit. So I will take the most important ones. I'll take the most important ones that I will need for a closure unit. My circumference determines the size I'll use, which is this. Then the front to the back, which is very important. Front to the back, that is the nape of my neck. That is 13.5 was what I got yesterday. So I'll measure 13.5 from this starting point to this side. To this side. You can see this is 13.5. So I will pin it down. It's even at the spot, 13.5. Then, to pin this part down, that is the front part, because I don't want it to move. So I'll pin this part down. Good. So I want to do the nape of my neck. The nape of my neck, I got 5, which is this, 5. So that means I have to divide 5 into 2. Then it will give me 2.5. I'll get 2.5. So at this middle point is what I'll place at the middle line. That's why I said these lines are very, very important. So this is it, 2.5. So this is my 5 here, meaning I'll draw this part, which is this. Sorry, 2.5, which is here. So I'll draw this part downwards. And for the other side, I'll do likewise. I'll do likewise for the other side. I'll pull it downwards. So this is it. This is how it looks. I'm trying to put the pins properly so that's to not give me any problem. Good. So this is it. This is how it is. Now we'll continue with the other part of the measurements. Like for the temple to temple is 14. I did 14 for temple to temple. Please, if you are just joining us, please do well to like, comment, say hi so that I will know you are there. And you can also tell me where you are watching from. Where you are watching from. This is temple to temple, which is 14. This is it. 14. Can you see it? So this part is already at 14. Likewise, these other parts. So any of this excess, I'm going to fold them away. You can see we still have excess. So at this point, I'll say I've gotten the parts that I need. We don't really need the on top. Well, I can still do it, but we don't really need that because that's for a frontal unit. So for this excess, I'm going to sew them down because we don't need this excess. If this excess is there, then it will become a problem. Then the unit will not fit properly to the head, and we don't want that at all. For me to get this excess, this is what I'll do, and I'll also pin out the excess. There are so many ways you can take down your excess. So many ways. So whatever way is okay for you, you can use that process. So I want to take down this excess, but the first thing I'll do is to pin them down. Pin the excess, the different parts. Down. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. So this is the excess I'm removing because I don't need this excess at all. So I'm trying to pin it down, sorry. Try to pin the excess down before I'll now use my needle and thread to secure it. So when it comes to a glueless unit, mostly you want to use your machine sew. It's very important to know the size because it helps. The head measurements. If you don't know the head measurements, then they will be good. I think I have to do here a bit. So you can see it. No more excess. No more excess. It's for me to now sew this down. It's for me to sew it down. You can see it. So tell me, have you ever experienced an oversized wig or undersized wig? How was your experience with it? How was your experience? Give me the thread and the needle. Thread and needle. Thread and needle. Give me the needle. There's one needle there. Put thread for me. So I want to sew down this to secure it before I'll start doing my marking. So at this point, since I'm using a sewing machine, I don't think I'll go for a serious sew down. It's just for me to just hold it down because I'll still use my sewing machine to secure it better. So if you are just coming in, please do well to like, drop a hi for me to know you are there. And we are just if you are just coming, we are actually transferring head measurement to the wig cap before we start making the units. Because without the head measurements, it becomes difficult to have a glueless unit or a wig, a unit that will fit properly. So I'm done with one side of it. I'm through with one side. It's for me to do the other side. So I'm done with this part. So let me sew down the other side. I hope you can see it. So if you have any question, you can do well to ask your questions. And if you want me to treat another topic, please, you can put it down for more explanation of any topic of your choice, as far it is about wigs. Whether braided wig or hair wig, you can ask your question and the topic you feel we should talk about. So I'm almost through with this part. So as I said, I'm not doing a serious sew down because I'm still going to use my sewing machine for it. So this is just for me to pull down everything, the excess, before I'll start, since I'll use my sewing machine. So I'm through with that part. This is the units I'm using for these closure parts. This is the closure, and though this is a budget friendly unit, this is it with this closure. This is a 5x5 closure, and this unit is what I'm using for this hair. Is a budget friendly unit. Then the closure is a 5x5 closure. We actually ventilated this closure. We did the ventilating of this closure. So for what I've sewn down, this is how it looks. You can see how smooth it is. No more excess any parts. You won't see any excess on it. So I'm removing this pin, so I'll place this closure so when it comes to how you place your closure, it's very important to place your closure properly, because if you don't place it properly, definitely it will affect the position of everything. So when placing your closure, you make sure, what I always do when it comes to placement of my closure or my frontal, though different people have different ways, but what has really worked well for me is that I always bring out half an inch. This is it. From the starting point, there is always half. This is the starting point of the cap. Then pull it down a bit. That's where I always place my closure. So this is it. So it's for me to pin it down half an inch from the starting point of your cap. It's for me to pin it down. It's not something you need to rush. This is it. So you tend to adjust and adjust until it is well flat, well smooth, before you say, okay, I'm done. But there is another method to make it flat and smooth, which is called the back method. At times, just feel it's becoming difficult to make it flat, for it not to have any lap. I might even use the back method, but first of all, what I want to do and why I'm placing this closure is because I want to do the marking of it. I want to mark this cap. That is the pattern that I will use to sew my bundle. It's a machine sew. So you place your tape, because you still need to use your tape to do the marking. So I've done that. So I want to collect my shock. Draw. Please help me look for the chalk there. It fell. So this is it. Okay, give me my pen. So this is it, how it looks. So tomorrow I'm going to sew down the closure properly. As I said, it is late already, so I can't do any sewing right now. I'm even feeling sleepy bit by bit. Should be to 11. Let me see if this my pen will work. So when you want to do your markings, you do it one inch. Then it will get to a point you do it half an inch. So right now I'm going in for 1 inch. Let me place this in such a way. I didn't align it properly. Let me place it in such a way that it will be easier for me to align properly. Good. So this is 15. Ah, this my marker pen is, I think I've run out of marker pen. Though I'm seeing it, but you won't see it, and I want you to see the line. Let me get an alternative to it. Excuse me. Sweet milk. Sweet. So I have to improvise. Oops. So I have to improvise since I can't get pen. This is what I'm using. So we are going 1 inch. This is 14, 13, 12. Don't know if you can see it. If you can see it, please let me know. And if you have any question, please do well to ask. So at this point, I've almost gotten to where the closure is. I'm going in with half an inch, not 1 inch anymore. Half, which I've done. So just the way I did at the right hand side, that's what I'll still do at this other side. You can see. So what you do at the left is what you also do at the right. Half, 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 which is the toppermost. Then you connect it to the end. So remember, what you do at the right is the same thing you also do at your left hand side. Let me show you. So this is what I've done. Can you see it? This is just one side. So I'll do the same thing at this other side. So I've done the same thing here. So you can see. So let me connect both lines. So this is it. So this is what I'll be working with. In the morning, I'll sew down my closure. Then I'll also do the sewing. Probably I'll do a video of how the process will be. I'll do a video so that you see how it looks like at the end of it. So if you've gotten to this stage, please to say a very big thank you for coming around. Thank you so much. It's actually very late now. Very late. So it's actually very late right now for me to be going to bed. So tired. So thank you very much. Can subscribe to my channel to see more and not to miss any part of this 5 days challenge that I'm going into. Tomorrow there's another topic that I will treat. That is what's that topic again? Let me see my jotter. What I have for tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow being the fourth day of this will be how to care for your wigs. So tomorrow we'll be talking about revamping and care. Tomorrow is about revamping, how you can revamp your wigs. So if you want to get more, you can check my Monday stream. Is there what is wig? Tuesday, which was yesterday, how to take head measurements. Then today, how you can transfer the head measurement to the cap, which I did. For us not to miss tomorrow and Friday, please do well to subscribe if you've not done so. And I want to say a very big thank you to my returning subscribers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. So for those who participate, who engage, I want to say thank you too. I really appreciate. So bye and good night from this end. See ya till tomorrow, my next live. Don't forget to subscribe so that you will not miss any. Bye.